Welcome back. We're here for the UMass softball segment, and I'm here with our two experts, and that's Marc John Louis and Phil Sanzo. Welcome back, guys.
Thanks for having us.
This team is 5-15 to start the season. Not what we're used to seeing. Obviously, we had the tragic loss of Coach Sortino a couple years ago, and you have a new coach over there. But what has gone wrong for the team this season? I'll start with you, Marc.
Well, I mean, of course, this team has lost the legendary coach Elaine Sortino, brought this team to a whole bunch of new heights back during her tenure here at UMass. So, the utmost respect due to her. But under the Stefanoni era, I mean, she had done a fantastic job for what the expectations were for her last year. But just really going into this season, there's really not a whole lot you can say about this team other than the fact that they're, well, just really not that good. I mean, you sort of take a look at their last 10 games, or last 9 games. The offense is not good. The pitching is not good. They really don't have good anything at this moment. You look at their team batting average. You're hitting 205 as a team over the last 10 games. And especially with this pitching staff relies so heavily on Caroline Raymond. And I almost feel like when Caroline Raymond first stepped on here at UMass, we expected her to almost sort of replace what Sarah Plord used to be. And that sort of has really never happened for her. I mean, you're looking at Caroline Raymond this season, especially her last 2 starts. Get this. These are her last 2 starts. 6 innings pitched, has an ERA of 28.5, allowing 17 hits, 13 walks, 1 strikeout. I'm sorry, it's just that when you have any pitcher on your pitching staff that's doing it, you can't win. And especially since UMass relies so heavily on Caroline Raymond. I'm not saying that she is the reason that they're losing, but she has to step it up.
Well, you compared her to Plord. That's probably the absolute opposite of Plord. He literally used to dominate every game she pitched.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think she won 36 games one year.
Yeah, Marc, you covered a lot of it, but Phil, tell me, what's going on?
I mean, the pitching, like Marc said, was awful. When the best ERA in your team is 4.89, you can't expect yourself to win a lot of ball games, especially when your team's batting 248.
Wow.
So they're not getting the good pitching, like Marc said, not getting the good hitting, and that's just a bad combination. They're not the worst team in the A10, believe it or not, and they're playing a team actually worse than them in George Washington this weekend, so hopefully they can get things rolling at home. But when the team's not doing well, the only bright spot in this offense is Kiana Diaz-Patterson, who's batting 500 right now. So she's the highest part of this team, but besides her, I mean, it's anemic of an offense. It's just an anemic offense. So.
Wow. Well, like you mentioned, it's the start of home games. I know the softball field is looking much better than the baseball field over on the other side, but
it's one of those things, where I feel like the school has taken a lot more care and actually cared a little bit more about the softball field than they had the baseball field. I know you love that baseball field so much, Chris, but I guess we're one of those sports where softball takes priority.
All right, well, we're going to finish this off right here. This is the start of the home games. Could they benefit from playing at home?
I think they have to benefit from playing at home. You've seen this in seasons past where, they have a crappy road record, but then they'll come home and then they'll be almost unbeatable at home, especially 2 seasons ago where they were undefeated at home. So I think home is where the heart is here for this team.
Like Marc said, they're going to have to be better at home. If they're not going to be better at home, then they're barely going to win any games because they haven't done anything on the road. So definitely got to hope they do better at home.
So the last prayer for the UMass softball team is to play at home, and we're hoping that'll help them out a little bit, especially heading into the A10 regular season schedule. Mm-hmm. But thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, well, thanks for watching us right here on Channel 19 for this episode of UMass Sports Weekly. Hopefully that weather will start to warm up for the heart of the spring sports schedule in the upcoming week. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you can follow us. Just go ahead and follow. We'll see you right here, same time, same place next week. Have a good night, UMass. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
That was awesome.